You guys hear that?
God.
Police news. All right. The first story for the police news tonight is George Gothner exhibits extreme cowardice and overuse of force. We got a video on this, I think, don't we? An altercation at a grocery store ends in cop George Gothner hammering a woman much smaller than him for no apparent reason other than resisting an unlawful arrest. The woman now faces a disorderly conduct charge. Meanwhile, Gothner was not charged with anything and was put on paid leave. I always wonder this. What the fuck are you supposed to do? Cops can go nuts and do crazy things. They do it every fucking day. We cover it on this show every week. So many fucking stories that we have to pick out of 25 fucking things that we find every week, 3 or 4 to talk about because we can't spend the whole goddamn show talking about bitch-ass fucking pigs. So, you know what I mean? Like,
no, for sure.
It's so common that it's ridiculous. And we've had people make you don't cover positive stories about the police. Yeah, because fuck you. We don't have to. We don't care about that. We don't need to. This is the shit that we need to make fucking known, and that doesn't get talked about. What?
Did we get is there a video of that happening, or is it like afterwards, or what?
I'll find it.
I do wonder. Go ahead and find it. I do wonder that since it's like high school and shit, I wonder what the people standing around were doing. Most of them were probably like, oh damn, with their iPhones out, like just watching the girl get her arm broke.
Which one?
I don't know if we had that one. Do we?
No, you didn't get it, I guess.
Oh.
Apparently I don't have a
link.
Or maybe I do. Hang on.
Yeah, you probably
I've got a link.
Oh, cool. But anyway,
I've got it. I'll pull it up. Why do we not have it though?
I don't know. That was put on right at the last second.
So you're supposed to fucking check it.
It should be in there. Check it. It should be in there.
It's not.
Well, that's because it's one of these weird fuckers.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm pulling it up. So we're gonna watch this guy. Are you posting this on the page?
Yeah.
For anybody who's new to the show, check out the Sunday Evening Overdose on Facebook. We post all the shit that we talk about in real time to that page, and you guys can play along at home. Let's see what happens here. So we got a dash cam video. Some cops coming up to a situation here. Do we know where in this video something happens?
401 home.
No?
No.
554, go ahead.
So they just rolled up in like a Walmart, right?
There we
or
go.
some shit?
Yeah, and this woman's trying to resist this cop. It's happening
right.
now. It's right at about 30 seconds in the video. And she's trying to
he's punching her.
He's beating the shit out of her. Everybody else is just standing there filming. That's all the males she's with who should be stomping the fuck out of this piece of shit pig. They should be killing him.
They're just filming, yeah.
He deserves to die in the street like a fucking cunt.
What would you do, though? Are you really going to fucking jump up there and do something?
I am.
And then you're going away forever.
Yeah, I'm to that point. I don't care. I don't want it on my soul. You know what I mean?
I feel the same way, but I wish that if all of those people watching were to do something about that,
yeah,
there wouldn't be nobody to...
Well, that's a brutal fucking, what I would consider to just be an attack. I mean, she was just trying to get away from the guy, and everyone was standing around. I don't know. Let's see. The editor's note on this says, it's not surprising to see Gothner escalate the situation. After all, he and all police employees are trained not to de-escalate, but to employ violence to gain compliance. On another note, it's great to see that not just one, but 2 others present took out their smartphones to film. Oh, wow, yeah. It's real great, because that's been doing us a lot of fucking good.
They're just trying to get fucking subscribers to their shit YouTube channel. They don't care about it. They don't,
No, and I've been guilty of that too. I've filmed some shit that I probably should have been.
Like what?
I probably should have been helping.
Could you tell us about it?
No, not really.
Okay. Too ashamed?
Nah, just stuff that's probably illegal.
Okay.
And stuff that never went on YouTube. We'll say that.
Oh, I wonder. I really want to know now.
Nah, it's just, fighting and shit like that, But yeah, definitely I've been guilty of that too and thought like, oh, dude, I was drunk. Like, this video's so cool. I'm going to put this up and then realize that it's like, felonies for a bunch of people I know. Like, nah, I won't upload this. Seen that. All right, so we got this video of It's another cop, kind of just being a cop, shall we say? When do we just attribute this behavior to be, the norm and the average for police? Are we there yet as a society, or is this still surprising? This weekend, the Philadelphia Police Department was forced to tell the public that they would discipline an officer because a video was leaked that showed him threatening to beat the shit out of a teenager. The discipline he is set to receive has not been specified. Once again, thanks to the check and balance between the police and citizens being increasingly utilized by recording officers, the police aren't just going to have immunity. And yeah, I don't mean to say, like, there's anything wrong with it. You should be recording if that's all you're going to fucking do. I'm just thinking it's time to do more than that. It's time to get a little bit more proactive, if you get my drift. So here's a video, a smartphone video. The kid had apparently walked by and looked the officer in the eye, which the officer didn't take kindly to. Let's listen to this clip.
You gonna hit him?
Big man, is it a problem? Because I noticed that you keep trying to make eye contact with me. Is it a problem?
Wait, you might think that's some little gangbanger talking, right? No, that's the policeman. That's the nice policeman.
Notice that you keep trying to make eye contact with me. Is it a problem? Okay, well, keep fucking walking, and next time you look me in my fucking eye, I'm gonna beat the shit out you. Now get the fuck out of here.
Yep.
Wow, what a piece of shit. He wouldn't be saying that to that group of kids if he didn't have that fucking t-shirt and that hat on.
Those kids would have beat the fuck out of
fucking
him.
living shit out of him. He just wants to. He's just a fucking piece of shit cocksucker coward that wants to be a cop so he can talk. You look me in my eyes. What the fuck?
He'd never do that.
That
shit
is
on his
something
day off.
gangbangers do. You're right.
That's a
They
gangbanger
say, you looking
move.
at me? What you looking at?
Right.
What you looking? And then they start shooting.
Well, we've talked
Or
plenty of
fighting.
times. I mean, cops and gangbangers, what's the fucking difference at this point? Besides that one is obviously, supported by the government, I guess. Well, both. Really, we could get into that.
Yeah.
Both of them are. All right, so we had this from Yahoo News. We just had a hunch. U.S. Marshals nabbed that guy, Eric Freen. Can you get this backstory on this guy? He was on the run for a while.
I didn't hear about him.
You didn't?
Where?
In the Pocono Mountains.
Where's that?
Pennsylvania, I think. Is that right?
Oh, Pennsylvania's the shithole.
Task force commander with the U.S. Marshal Service named Scott Malkowski spied a figure moving from the woods toward an abandoned airplane hangar in the Pocono Mountains. Looking at his face, his black hat and fleece, and his height and weight, Malkowski was certain he had his man. Suspect, he told the two operators by his side. Blah, blah, blah. This is some fucking dramatized thing. They asked him his name. He made no attempt to flee and didn't put up a fight. He had nowhere to go. So this guy had been on the run for a while. We're going to get the backstory real quick. But I did see some of the footage from this, and they had those weird fucking Mountie police or some shit. I don't know what you call them. They're
Does
like,
that mean
they're
like on
state-
horses?
No, I don't know why I said that. They looked like that, though.
They look like
They
Canadian.
just looked like weird old-fashioned police with funny hats.
Okay.
And they had their chin straps. Have you ever seen this? And they put their chin straps like on the front of their chin, like just under their lower lip.
That's not your chin. That's your lower lip.
Yeah, and their chin straps are like on the front of their face, and it's obviously some traditional thing, I guess, but it's retarded. It looks stupid. It serves no
I think
purpose.
I've seen that before.
And it's just another testament to how fucking worthless and pointless these people's lives are. These fucking idiot cops. So this hero, let's see, what did he do? Why did he kill? Why did he kill these police? And what did he do? The marshals turned him over to the state police, I guess. He was placed in handcuffs and driven to the Blooming Grove Barracks. That sounds nice, doesn't it? Yeah, I bet that's
Dude,
a nice
have you
place.
ever been to Pennsylvania?
Oh yeah, plenty of
It's
times.
the weirdest, horizontaliest piece of shit ever, dude.
The people are very strange there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of rednecks in Pennsylvania. A lot of
worst.
hill folk. Pennsylvania is the only place that I've been like stared at as I walk down the street.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and not like probably just because of my clothes. I guess it was like very very rural, kind of like rednecky guy.
They
like,
still have working phone booths there with the enclosure and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the worst. I hate Pennsylvania.
We getting this or what?
Do we got the story?
Yeah, it's not super clear like why he killed some police officers, but it doesn't say why.
He didn't kill the police officers when they just caught him, right? He killed them before?
No, he killed them before, and
he
then
was
he
on the
went
run for a while.
Yeah.
I've been hearing about this for a while.
And there's a bunch of stuff about how he had like clearly prepared to evade police and like get away.
What was the original thing? I read about it.
What
and
did
I forgot.
Yeah. He didn't just kill police officers. I'm pretty sure.
No, well, that's what I'm trying to find.
What's the original story?
They probably came up giving him some jive, and he was probably like, "Psh, suck it," you know.
So what do you think? You think they're gonna give him a some fair treatment once they get him in there? You think they're gonna?
Did he kill the cops in Pennsylvania?
He only killed one, and he attempted to kill another, and yeah, it was in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, he's fucked.
You don't why you don't think they're gonna give him a fair shot? You don't think it's gonna be real justice with him? No. You don't think they're gonna treat him worse than somebody who killed and just an average person who wasn't a cop, do you?
I don't know how to deal with sarcasm, so I don't know how to answer your questions.
Well, you should try harder than that. Jesus Christ. Are you gonna tell us the fucking original story of this guy or no?
I'm trying to find it.
Oh
Everything
my
is about
God.
his capture right now. I'm sorry.
Oh, you gotta look. When did he get captured? Or when did he? When did he kill the cops? I mean, how long before?
In September.
October. That's
September 12th.
Listen,
he had a
why don't
pretty good run.
You get the fucking basic story together. It's got to be somewhere easy to run down. I pulled this video. We can check this guy out. This guy's cool. Did you see this?
No, sir.
While we're waiting for the story on Eric Freen, cop killer, who's just been apprehended in Pennsylvania. Oh, we didn't talk about the tightrope guy yet either.
He made it, I think.
Yeah, the tightrope guy made it, in case you were wondering. Let's
He ambushed a police barracks.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
What
And
is a
did
police
what?
barracks?
It's fucking like a roadblock or some shit, right? Like
I don't. What's a barracks? It's like where you fucking sleep in the
Yeah,
military,
I think it's
right?
like where.
Oh yeah, that's right.
They
Yeah, it's
were-
not like a roadblock. It's like
No.
a
It's a fucking tent, a half circle.
All right, you get us the story,
Building.
and let's check this guy out. This guy had a bunch of cops at his house. Let me find out why real quick. This guy filmed. It's another video of a guy basically being awesome at knowing his rights and keeping police in their place. Let's see. I guess I got no fucking info to go along with this, but these cops are here for some reason that they obviously no crime has been committed because they're not arresting the guy, and they'd sure fucking like to. But check out how this guy handles these cops on his property.
No, sir. I don't have anything I'd like to say to you gentlemen at all. Are you public servants?
Let's see your right hand, please.
Are you public employees? Are you public employees?
All right, how's it going, sir? What's your name?
What's your name?
Deputy Sparza. What's your name, sir?
I'm just going to step out here real quick.
All right, just don't get too close. Okay?
All right, cool.
Can you drop your cigarette, please?
Oh, no, this isn't a weapon, sir. I'm just going to back away from you if you feel unsafe.
Awesome. No,
Yeah,
it's not
right.
a weapon. They always ask you to put your fucking cigarette down.
Yeah.
Like, what is that?
Just because it agitates you, and they want you to get agitated so they can beat you to half
Right.
death.
Yeah. That's the whole thing. It's a control thing.
Yeah.
Just it's one thing they can give you an order for.
Mm-hmm.
This is my dwelling. I actually live here. I'm just going to step around you guys like this. Is that all right with you? Excuse me, deputy. I'm just going to come around you. Excuse me, sir. Thank you, Westall. Oh, this is my home. I live here.
So what's going on with you and your dad?
Are you a public servant, sir? Are you a public servant? Are you a public employee?
Have you ever been treated for mental illness before?
What?
Sir, are you a public-
Well, yeah, because he's not immediately submitting, to the fullest extent. So of course he must be crazy, right?
servant?
Have you ever taken any sex?
Sir, are you a public servant? Are you going to identify yourself to me?
Ever been hospitalized?
Do you have 3 forms of identification? I need to see your badge, a business card, and a photo identification if you'd like to contract with me, sir. I do not
Word.
believe that I have a contract with you, and I'm obligated to answer any of your questions. If you'd like to contract with me, we can do so. If you provide me 3 forms of ID, I'd love to.
Contract with you?
Is that what you're trying to do with me, sir? Are you trying to
Cop has no clue.
That is actually
I
true,
don't know.
though.
What are you trying to do with me, sir? Are you operating as a public official right now? Are you a public servant?
What do you think?
I'm asking you a direct question, yes or no? The master asks the questions and the servant answers them.
You are.
Wouldn't that be correct? No.
Did you hear that?
The master asks the questions and the servant answers them. I don't work for you, sir. I don't
Let's
answer your
back-
questions.
What did he say?
sergeant.
What did he go
Yes or
back?
no?
Let's back that up and play that beautiful music one more time.
The master asks the questions and the servant answers them. Wouldn't that be correct? No. The master asks the questions and the servant answers them. I don't work for you, sir. I don't answer your questions, Sergeant. You answer mine. So I'm asking you a question. Are you a public servant? You are. You are a public servant, aren't you? I actually have a contract with you.
Hell yeah.
And your principal, which would be the sergeant or the sheriff who is a public employee and publicly elected.
You know what else? This is LA County, I think, too. This guy's got fucking balls. These cops are fucking bad, and he's treating them like dog shit, which is fucking awesome. He said to the guy like an abusive husband. He said the master asks the questions and the servant answers them.
All calm and shit,
dude. We need to save this. I need that as a fucking sound clip.
Yeah.
Elected official of the county of Los Angeles. The people collectively, citizens, elected him to represent us to keep the peace. So he has delegated his authority to each one of you individuals, I'm assuming, who are
So he's talking about how the sheriff is elected. These are all sheriff's deputies. Are you following this? So he has a contract.
Yeah, he's dropping knowledge.
As a landowner, he has a contract with the sheriff who has delegated his responsibilities to these deputies, but they're required to show him 3 forms of ID before he's required to do anything with them. So
yep.
The peace. So he has delegated his authority to each one of you individuals, I'm assuming, who are operating in an official capacity as a legal entity of which I'm not obligated to contract with unless I choose to do so. And I don't choose to do so, sir. So unless you have 3 forms of ID right now, I don't even believe that you're in your uniform. Okay? And honestly, I'm feeling really threatened right now. I would appreciate it if you'd step away from me because I see 3 or 4 armed people armed with deadly weapons, and I feel threatened. So would you please just back away from me because I'm at my dwellings. This is my house. I live here. Okay? So would you please just back up, Sergeant?
Nope.
Nope.
This is what happens. Yeah, that's funny. This is what happens when you stump a cop. He just stands there. I've had this same situation before. If you try to get too logical with a cop, they will just go. They will just go silent and just stare at you. We got a caller there.
Oh, alrighty then.
Pay some goddamn attention. Yellow.
Hello.
Hello.
Sunday evening.
What?
Hello, your phone's breaking up a lot. Are you there?
Wow.
Dude, you're cutting out too much. Try calling us back, all right? Yeah, have that guy try to call back. But you should be saving these people when they call too.
And you're actually
like Steve,
armed with deadly weapons. So this is
nice.
aggravated.
Okay. Sorry,
everything you're doing right now. Because this is actually intimidation. You're attempting to intimidate me from exercising my constitutionally protected rights. Which would be a violation of what? Any of you guys know? Title 18, you want me to read it to you? Okay, cool.
All right, so then he proceeds to take this out and read them the whole code. I'm not going to play it, but
grabs for people like me.
This is the
file
end.
claims against you in the county.
All right, let's see if this works. This caller's going back.
Okay.
Now your bonds become up for grabs.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Yes. Who is this?
Al.
Al. Hello. Nice to speak to you, Al. Where you from?
Downers Grove.
From Downers Grove. All right. What do you got on your mind tonight?
Nothing. I saw a thing on Facebook about the funniest joke or something.
Yeah, you got a joke for us?
Of course I got a joke for you. What's the difference between 2 dicks and a joke?
Wait, what is that? 2 dicks and what?
A joke.
What?
You can't take a joke.
It's pretty
All right,
good.
not bad.
Yeah, it was a pretty good one, man.
All right, Al's in the running. Post that on our Facebook page so we can keep track of you, and we'll do the judging later. All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, is he still there? Sorry, what did you say?
Take care.
Oh, okay.
Said
Well,
take care.
You too.
At least he's not saying "fuck you" like
most
other-
people.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was already fading it out. But okay, so that's the first first entry in the joke contest tonight. The $500 prize to be awarded later.
630-599 stash or
Star.
Or Star.
630-599 Star. 630-599 Rubs.
Rubs?
Rubs. As in the man rubs the child's belly.
Fuck, what was that guy's name? What?
Huh? Did you find the thing about Eric Freen? You gotta have found the story by now. All right, what happened with him?
He apparently planned an ambush for a very long time. They found a bunch of stuff on his computer where he had like planned an ambush and how he hated police, and he was just like a fierce police hater, and just ambushed during a shift change. He ambushed like a place where police were stationed, and just
well, there's that affirmative action you were talking about.
Yeah. And then he disappeared into the woods for
exactly
48 days. 48 days before they found him. So that's kind of successful.
But look, find out if there's any like significant black community near there where that happened, and find out how many murders happened there and how many were solved. I mean, we don't really have to find it out, but if there is, ask anyone that lives around there how much differently they treated this case than the average fucking murder that happens around there, you know?
Yeah.
Pennsylvania is full of poor towns, very poor towns. White and black people, doesn't matter, very poor towns. And I'm sure really any poor person would tell you, you know, they're not going to investigate their fucking nephew that got killed over some drug deal or something, but they'll fucking, they'll take this to the fullest extent.
They just murdered Edgar. Manhunt.
Yeah.
Never.
No.
Never going to happen. You know what I mean?
Never. But look how effective they are when they want to be.
Well, yeah, if they want to be, they
can
do
all
anything.
of a sudden they can catch a murderer real good.
Yeah, right?
Like fucking 40 days. What's the investigators on TV after 48 hours they pretty much give the fuck up, you know? Like,
and it's not like this guy was at his cousin's house or his ex-wife's. He was in the middle of the woods and shit, living in old silos and shit.
They tracked him down.
They tracked this motherfucker
in an airplane
like
hangar.
an abandoned airplane
That's the
hangar,
best
right?
hiding spot. I can't believe they found him. They must have put a lot of resources towards that.
Jesus.
But you know,
and what did he do? He just drove up and shot somebody?
Yeah, he ambushed them.
Busher.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
He,
a while
he
since we
shot
had
two people, only
good
one
ambush
died,
on the show.
but they were both cops.
Yeah, we had a Florida cop breaks 90-pound 15-year-old girl's arm in a school over talking on a cell phone. Green Acres, Florida, police officer Jared Nash breaks 15-year-old girl's arm in school over cell phone. Less than a year after one of its police officers was arrested and charged with having unprotected sex with several women knowing that he was HIV positive, the Green Acres, Florida Police Department is back in the spotlight. Yeah. In an exclusive story, which I am breaking here on my blog, who is this from? The Free Thought Project. In an exclusive story which I am breaking here on my blog, a young girl's father vows to seek justice for his daughter after a Green Acres police officer broke her arm. The incident took place on Tuesday, October 21st, 2014, inside John L. Leonard High School. That's where 15-year-old Daniela Galindo was talking on her cell phone with her mom when Green Acres police officer Jared Nash walked up to the teen and asked her who she was talking to. When Daniela replied that she was speaking with her mom, Officer Nash demanded that she give him her phone. When the teen refused, Officer Nash grabbed the 4'11", 90-pound young girl, slammed her against the wall, twisted her arm, breaking it in two places.
Fucking maniac.
Oh yeah, that's your tax dollars at work again, as I'm so fond of saying. Then, to add insult to injury in the literal sense, as the young girl cried in pain with her arm broken, Officer Nash pulled Daniela's arms back behind her back and handcuffed her. You fucking faggot. God, seriously.
They're always doing that. They're always like hurting somebody really bad and then handcuffing them.
Like, I can't even see doing it to like a guy in his 20s who wasn't particularly strong, you know? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what kind of pussy are you? You need to fucking restrain everyone constantly. You want to have this big fucking macho tough guy job, and then you want to do it, and they all do it in the pussiest way fucking possible, you know? They want this like this cowboy fucking status in society, and they carry a gun, and they want to fucking claim that they're doing all this heroic stuff, and every last person they fucking pull over, they got their fucking hand on their gun walking up to the car like they're terrified everyone's gonna kill them, you know, like fucking pussies.
Pieces of shit, motherfuckers.
And I'm sure they're cops who aren't pussies, and I'm sure they're worse. According to Jeremy Galindo, his daughter's assault by Officer Jared Nash was caught on the school's video surveillance system, but school officials are refusing to release the video. What? They have already admitted that there's a video, so they can't go back now and say there isn't, he said. And he said officials never even told him what hospital his daughter had been taken to. He had to find her himself. Sounds like a fucking nice operation they got going on there. The Davey V blog is a terrific outlet for police state news. If you like what you just read, please go to his page.
You know what's crazy about this story?
Davey V.
Sorry.
What? Sorry.
Like if, could you imagine you yourself? I can imagine a 15-year-old girl, and I can imagine breaking her fucking arm, like twisting it around her neck and breaking it. And that's not easy. That takes like excessive.
Oh, I thought you were saying like you could imagine like having to do that at some point.
No, I can imagine doing it.
Like,
no. It takes a tremendous. You can't just break somebody's arm like that. You have to be like fucking using like all your strength in the world. That's what they do. That's what cops do. They just like use all their strength right away.
Yeah,
like weirdos, like fucking big violent robots. Fucking that don't know how to touch stuff nicely, softly, gently.
Well, no, like that one article said before. I mean, they're trained to initiate violence to to ensure compliance or whatever, you know. And I mean, it works, obviously.
Yeah, of course it works.
You've been attacked by police before, right?
Oh yeah, recently.
And what do? It's like, well,
you just pray that they don't shoot you.
You can somehow, reason your way out of it. You know,
yeah, you don't get locked in a cage and you don't die. That's the only two things you can do.
I mean, it is a very effective thing. I will give the police credit. I mean, they are a pretty effective gang, you know.
That's why I like in movies when there's people with superpowers that encounter police. That's so sweet to me. I love that. I love watching that in movies. Whenever there's somebody where the cops show up like, oh, we're gonna be cops, and they're like, I could explode melt your face. You know what I mean? I always love that. The cops get all scared and shit. You know what I mean? Always love
I have
that.
No idea what you
in
mean.
movies, like with superheroes and shit. They're like, oh, let's shoot at the Incredible Hulk. And he's just like, arr! And then he just starts smashing them and picking up their cars and smushing them and stuff. I love that in movies.